The Chicago Bulls are one of the top teams in the Eastern Conference. They had lost 6 out of 7 and were coming off a 19-point loss to the worst team in the NBA, the Orlando Magic. Zach Lavine had been out since mid-January, and his absence was felt on the court. The Chicago Bulls have been extremely short-handed. DeMar DeRozan, who normally averages 26 points per game, rested as Lavine returned. Lonzo Ball has been out with a bruised left knee, and Alex Caruso missed the game with a fractured wrist, which he suffered when Milwaukee's Grayson Allen yanked him to the ground. Zach Lavine scored 23 points with 7 assists and 7 rebounds in his return to help the Bulls pick up just their third win in their past 10 games. He had not played since removing himself from the game in the first quarter on the 14th of January against the Warriors after feeling soreness in his left knee. And Lavine revealed Monday that he had been playing through some discomfort in his knee for weeks already. Lavine's return is exactly what the Bulls needed, but his return and all the injuries may mean the Bulls may go on a defensive slide. As recently as Christmas, the Bulls ranked in the league's top 10 in defensive rating. Once both Ball and Caruso were taken out of the lineup due to health protocols due to COVID-19, the Bulls dropped to 22 in the league when it came to defensive ball. Chicago has barely outscored opponents in that span despite a top 10 offensive rating, relying on clutch heroics from DeRozan to go 9-6 since Christmas. The Bulls' depth will also be tested. Besides the specific value of Ball and Caruso, losing them for an extended stretch is also painful because the Bulls' injuries are also mounting. They've played nearly all season without forward Patrick Williams, and still, at some point, the Bulls' depth might be stretched too thin. Losing Ball and Caruso also makes Chicago a much smaller team when playing bigger teams. With every game counting from here on out for the playoff seedings, fortunately for the Bulls, Ball and Caruso should be back before the end of the regular season. The Chicago Bulls are currently in the 5th seed in the Eastern Conference, but are now in jeopardy of dropping all the way to 7th in the East and needing to advance to the playoffs via the play-in tournament for the first time since trading for Jimmy Butler in 2017. Even if the Bulls can avoid that, they are trending toward an unlikely situation to maintain home court advantage in the opening round. With a healthy Ball and Caruso, Chicago could still be tough out this spring. However, it's the path in the playoffs that is likely to be much more difficult because of their injuries as they stack up with each and every game. The Bulls will be fine with Zach Lavine returning and DeMar DeRozan on the court. The big question is here if the Bulls can keep a healthy squad and can have enough chemistry leading into spring and the playoffs.